Hi, I'm Darcy.
And I'm Kelly, and thanks for joining us for
And Another Thing,
where we talk about current events,
pop culture,
things we love,
things we don't,
all slathered in gobs of laughter,
and all the feels. Ding!
So grab a drink, sit back, and join us for
And Another Thing.
Title card.
Only our filmmaker friends are going to understand that.
That's all right. I can live with it. Hi, Thingies.
Hi, Thingies.
We missed you a week. Sorry,
Yes.
that was my bad. But hey, we're back. That's what's important.
Yeah.
So let's see. Lots to talk about. First of all, it's a little cooler. You can see we're not quite as Whitney.
Right. My hair has stayed for a half an hour, a full half an hour now.
We're not having to do the diva dab.
Right.
So I don't know where all of you are, but we're California, Los Angeles, and we just had the most ridiculous money-wasting freaking thing. It was to recall our governor. Now, I'm not the hugest fan of his. I just want to put that out there.
I feel like he could have done some stuff better, yeah.
But to spend, I think it was $325 million on this recall.
Million.
And it was not passed by a landslide.
Yeah.
Landslide. And
I'm just furious because I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No.
We talked about this the other night about how we're terrible interrupters. But anyway, just that, why all the things that they listed that are wrong with him, I'm sorry, are not recall worthy.
Right.
I'm like, these are
They're
things
stupid,
that if you don't like him and you think he's failed the state, then you vote him out the next time you run.
Right, which is a year.
You
probably
can recall him. What the kind of crybaby whiners are we? You know, it's like, come on.
I voted for this guy, but I don't like him.
I don't like him.
I mean, has he done the most? I mean, he's done a pretty great job, I feel, for the most part, for the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part, there's problems, but
well, that's the problem with the crybabies who got this recall on the ballot,
right.
is that they are so upset about the shutdowns.
Right, and I have to wear a mask.
Yeah, and the masking, and I'm like, look, mother truckers. Here's the thing that really gets me. You don't want to
really gets you, guys.
So many things. So many things right now.
She walked right into that.
Sorry. But just, you don't want to get vaccinated, okay. Nobody's mandating a vaccine. But you got to take extra precautions if you're not going to get vaccinated.
Right.
Go ahead, don't. I can understand where it'd be scary for the government to force people to get injections. I get that.
Right.
But to then say, okay, if you don't want a vaccine, then you've got to mask up in public and everybody's got to do it so we all stay safe. I don't understand the pushback on that, especially with our children in our schools right now. And that's what these crybabies had on the ballot. That is what they didn't want. Our freedoms! And I can't.
I know. Can't with that.
Sorry, drink.
So that was a big old waste of money and time, and good on you, Gavin Newsom.
Yeah.
And you know what, Larry Elder, because I'm sure you're watching, or just all your constituents, because we have such the Republican agenda on this show. If you really feel like you want to be governor of the state of California, you have the next year to get your S together and do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
But which he won't, because his policies are crap-tastic.
Crazy.
I mean, he's a racist black man. He hates his own. He hates women. He hates anybody thinking, science. I'm like, literally, the guy buried himself because he's such a moron. And I'm like, no.
Yep.
Let it be known, California is and always will be blue. Ding. Anyway.
Okay.
Fun stuff.
Yes. So tonight, which will be last night when
for
you watch
guys,
this, are the Emmy Awards, the Primetime Emmy Awards.
Mm-hmm.
So we're excited to see dresses. And we're not going to put our favorite dresses because Darcy does all the editing herself, and that's a lot of work for her. So I'm
digging up a lot of Googling.
Because I wanted to talk about the Met Gala, which if you haven't, just look up, Google the best 10 looks at the Met Gala. Mm-hmm. There were some really interesting things. There was some wackadoodle crap, but
yeah, there always is. Billie
Eilish channeling Marilyn Monroe. Looked
I have to say, she
amazing.
looked gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
And I love that she let herself do that.
She did, with the boobs showing and everything.
Yeah,
She looked
the
great.
Grammys where she was all green and stuff,
Yeah.
it was very anti, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me.
Well, and that was her thing, that she didn't want to draw attention to her body. She didn't feel
And I'm
like,
okay with that.
Yeah.
But she looked icky.
Yeah, she did.
It's like you can
jerky.
do something and you still don't have to look icky and weird.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion. I just didn't care for it. Some people loved it. It's fine.
Yeah.
But
So she looked spectacular, and my boy, I love him, Lil Nas X.
I haven't seen a picture of him.
Oh my God, he had three things. He had this big, huge, like draping cloak thing,
Okay.
and that came off, and he had full gold suit of armor,
Oh wow.
and that came off, and then underneath he had like a cat suit, an embroidered, embellished,
Wow.
and his body is banging.
He work out.
His body is freaking banging, and he was wearing this cat suit.
So what you're saying is he has Billy Porter's stylist and
Yeah, he must, now that he has the money. Anyway, I just love him. He has this new video out. Maybe about it. I can attach that myself. It's so good. It is so good. I gotta attach that.
Is this the one with all the satanic stuff?
No.
This
This
new
is
one?
football players, and it's really. I mean, it's a 3-minute song and it tells the whole story. It's great.
Oh, cool.
So I have a newfound appreciation for him.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I like that he came out into the world as a black gay country artist and is now doing whatever the hell he wants. After one song, people.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is a person who, like, I am sure my sister who studies astrology would love to get her hands on his chart, because she's like, I can tell you right now, this is destined. It was always destined for him, and it's probably all written in the stars.
Well, and he got so catapulted by everybody wanting to do a remix, and everybody wanting to do a duet with him, and everybody wanting to do, what is it, Hometown Street, whatever.
Hometown Road?
Hometown Road.
Yeah.
Road, Street, Avenue.
Well, originally because they pulled it off country charts because it wasn't country enough, because it had, beats in it. And then Billy Ray Cyrus saved him and came and said, who are you to say what's country and what's not?
But now,
so anyway, blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows it.
I know. Tangent. Shock with us, right? But check it out. Kim Kardashian looked cray-cray. She looks like a tormentor from Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah, what?
Or like bondage freaking just erasing herself.
She looked like the American Horror Story bondage person from season 1.
Yeah, it was just horrible.
Weird.
But there were a lot of good ones. Anna Wintour, who's like the whole grand dame of it, she was wearing like a print that looked like a couch cover. I don't know. I don't understand her fashion. I don't know.
Well, how does that relate to the theme, which I believe was American Independence?
Right.
So it's like I'd be interested to look at some of these outfits and try to figure out what the...
Hosen did an amazing dress for Debbie Harry that was like a deconstructed American flag look. That one.
Oh, I saw that.
That was
good.
Gorgeous. That was like a confection. Anyway, look it up, because we're too lazy to put it on here and we don't have a production team to do it.
Right.
But Google it.
Yes.
You Googly it.
But we do have a new intern, so there's going to be news about that coming up soon.
And
Not right now.
We'll see him in Petsik. We don't know.
You might see him soon. But anyway, so our next thing we're going to talk about is, I just wanted to let me bring up my brief little bitching thing. I saw this week on the Twitters that there was a veteran who was in Afghanistan helping getting out the remaining Americans that were there and allies, of us, who
Like
stayed behind or went over
stuff,
volunteering to do that or something like that. And he was on some Newsmax show with some blowhard who, the guy cut him off in the middle. Like, the guy was trying to basically say, because
the argument was, he was trying to say that it was Trump's policies that he put in place that led to this
mess.
Yeah. And the guy was like, no, you are not going to blame, this is Biden's fault. Mm-hmm. A 12-year-old could see that Biden screwed this up from the beginning.
He lost his
He did.
crap.
He lost
cut him off. And I was just like...
He was yelling.
Like, this wasn't even just... We are not being hyperbolic about this.
No,
this was absolutely inappropriate and completely disrespectful of this man's service and what he was doing over there.
And then he ended it with, God bless you, man. I appreciate what you're doing there. And good for you for and literally at that pitch, he's just like, and God bless you, and I love you for doing what you're doing, but you're not going to come on it. And getting red in the face.
I forgot. I can't be mad at veterans because I'm a Republican.
Remember the old cartoon where the big men get mad and like, gee, like steam would come out? He was like ready for the steam blower to come out.
Red in the face. I don't know who that guy was, but I was just like, this kind of news. We were talking about this maybe the last show or maybe the show before about how we've got to get back to a place where the news has to be the news. That kind of crap would never have happened when we were kids.
I mean,
never.
Perfect example. I think there's a meme even going around about this, about Walter Cronkite. You wouldn't know what his politics were.
Right.
His whole thing is you figure it out for yourself. Same thing with teachers.
Right.
You would never know what your teachers' politics were.
Mm-hmm.
They'd say go vote, this whole
it's nuts. I'm just really
and it used to be equal time for if you have somebody talk for 20 minutes about Republican issues, you have to give equal time. Mm-hmm. There's a whole act, right? The equal something act,
which I believe Reagan took it away. I think that's what happened, and it was reversed or something. We need to get back to it. To me, that's like the only way to fix this divide. Yeah. Honestly, is to stop allowing these bobbleheads to spew their misinformed opinions.
Spewing bobbleheads, by the way, is a great band name.
That's a great band name.
Spewing bobbleheads. I love it. Okay.
But even as much as I love my Rachel Maddow and Anderson Cooper, I would be 5 seconds from being okay. Bye, guys. We're just the news. Just the news.
She gets a little preachy and pedantic. They all do. You know what? Especially
it's their job.
Exactly.
And honestly, that shouldn't be their job.
It's a good thing that we don't, though.
I know.
Ever.
Because we're real journalists and everything.
We don't get preachy or pedantic at all, but this is not our job.
Nope.
In fact, it costs us money to do
right. By the way, we're going to set up an account. I haven't figured it out yet, but we're going to set up an account where you can donate and help us keep this show alive. So we'll let you know when that's coming due. We have all sorts of stuff coming up in the works.
We are planning.
Anyway, we are planning.
Okay, so we're talking about TV. So this is a bad segue, but something's making me mad.
What's that?
Sarah Paulson wearing a fat suit to play Linda Tripp on Impeachment American Crime Story. Sarah Paulson. Now, I love you. And I love your girlfriend. I love Taylor Holland. I love you both. I think you're like the hashtag couple goals. But how many skinny actresses have to put on a fat suit until it's enough?
Right.
That to me is blackface. Sorry, it is the same thing. Or yellow face. It's the same thing of putting on like big teeth and same thing to me.
Yeah. My thing is too, when you think about it, how many male actors have gained weight for roles, whether it was detrimental to their health or not, and it has been for some, or lost a butt ton of weight, and didn't do it necessarily safely.
Like Christian Bale did both, gained and lost,
and Matt Damon's. I don't remember what he gained weight for or lost weight for. One of those, but it really screwed up his metabolism or whatever. Women don't do it. And it makes me wonder, are they just like, I've got to maintain my figure, or what is the deal?
So I have a theory about that. Okay. First of all, our metabolisms are so different. You talk about men.
True.
Like,
they can
a man honestly
sneeze and lose 10 pounds.
Can skip lunch and I chopped 5 pounds today. Or, I dropped 5 pounds today. They don't do that. But okay, so I'm thinking about specific things where, what's her name? Renee Zellweger did it for Bridget Jones. She gained weight. And also,
but not much.
I know. Well, and that also makes me mad. Like they put her like at her regular weight, and they're like, "Oh, I'm so bloody fat."
I know.
Oh, I've got to lose 2 stone. Oh. And then who's the one?
Not very fit. Right. That's what they say. That I'll bring that up later. Go ahead.
Who's that? I can't think of her, and I love her with the long hair, and she gained weight for that Circle of Friends.
Oh, Minnie Driver.
Minnie Driver gained weight for that. And
at the very beginning of her career, though.
But she was always then. I think they're afraid of getting typecast as fat girls. So you know what? That's fine. Then don't worry about getting type fat.
Don't go out for the role.
Yeah, guess what? There are plenty of fat actresses who need the work
Who would
without
love to
having
have
to
it.
put on a suit.
Right. And I'm like, it's just like, I'm done with it. I'm done.
Me too.
I'm done.
I honestly don't see the difference between that and blackface or yellowface or any other kind of offensive prosthetics that
Yeah.
we're angry today. We thought we were going to be really
I
happy.
know. This is going to be a light, fun show. But sometimes,
You just got to vent.
Seinfeld made a whole career out of making people laugh while he bitched about everything.
Absolutely.
So why can't we?
Comedy comes from pain, people. Comedy comes from pain.
That's true. Did we hit all our marks?
I think we did, and we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on fat suits versus not fat suits? I don't know. I just kind of keep certain actresses up to a higher standard, whether it's fair or not. But I do, and Sarah Paulson's one of those who should have said, no, I think that's kind of offensive. But whatever. I know Ryan Murphy loves her, so
yeah, that's totally her muse, but his muse. But at the same time, it could have been, just to be fair, it could have been, I've been on lockdown for a year. I just want to work. Yeah. I will get in the fat suit. You know what I mean? It might have been a situation where she was like, I just got to get back to work. And not that really makes it right, because it wouldn't make it right for her to do blackface in that situation.
Right.
But I'm sure she was just happy to be working. But
okay. So speaking of, this is a good segue for your favorite thing.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, if you haven't seen The Chair, I think it's on HBO. Taylor Holland is in that.
So good.
And she's fantastic. She is. First of all, she's almost unrecognizable. It took me like a half an episode to go, oh my God, that's who it is.
She's so regal.
And she's so underplayed in this, and so
frumpet.
Oh my gosh, The Chair, and especially working in academia, it is fantastic. And my girl, I was going to say Christina, but not Christina. Sandra Oh.
I'll watch anything she's in.
Me too.
Anything. I think she's brilliant, and I don't know if she got nominated for any Emmys while she was on Grey's. I think she got nominated for.
Oh, I think she did for killing whatever.
Killing Eve. Yes.
She's won like 50
That's
times
right,
in a row.
She did, and I think she was nominated for Sideways.
Yeah,
she's
she
in
was.
Sideways.
Yeah.
But
she's fantastic.
I just think the thing is, like, when she has sadness in her face, it's like the saddest face I've ever seen. I'm just like, this girl, she's killing me.
She could just, she's one of those people who could just, what's that old thing, we didn't need close-ups, we had faces then, or what was it, from Gloria Swanson, but she could just act with her face. Yeah. And she could act her ass off with her face.
Mm-hmm. And she's got great hair.
Yes,
not really in this show. It's a little weird in this show.
Yeah.
But her beautiful curly hair. Anyway, we love you, Sandra.
Yes, we do. I'm sure you watched it. So this is a good segue for your favorite things, right?
Yeah.
From TV.
So I got it. Well, today's the Emmys, and I just discovered, after much prodding from friends, a Ted Lasso.
And I haven't seen it yet. I heard it's fabulous.
I'm not a huge Jason Sudeikis fan, so I was like, I don't know. I only got Apple TV to catch up, try to the morning show, which is my second. Holy crap, what a great show. But I binged Ted Lasso this week, and I was like, this show is freaking delightful.
Yeah,
it's
I gotta watch it.
Funny. The cast is spectacular. Like, there is no miscast.
Is he the only American? Is everybody else English?
There's a couple more. There's a couple. Him and his assistant coach are American.
Oh, that's right. I knew that. I think didn't they write some of them or create the show together?
Probably.
I think so.
Probably. But I haven't dug into all that stuff yet. But yeah, so if you don't know, American football coach gets hired to go to England to coach a English football, aka soccer, team who's dying because the woman who runs the team divorced the guy who actually owned it. He was a cheating, finagling, and she got it from him. And her only desire is to destroy the football club because she hates
The
ex-husband. So she hires this no-name guy who knows nothing about actual soccer to come because she knows that's going to destroy the team and they, I'm not going to give anything away, but this show is hilarious. Her plans were foiled. She is fantastic. Just every character is so freaking
I gotta
lovable.
figure out Apple TV on my TV.
And I will help you with that. It's not that hard.
First
Just FYI, guys, here's what I'll tell you. If you're not an Apple person, and I'm not, to get Apple TV, you can get the app, but you need to go to the website, Apple TV Plus website first, sign up with your Apple ID if you have it. Just about everybody has one because of iTunes, but you might not have any of their Apple products. Sign up with your Apple ID on the website or create an Apple ID, then go to the app and download it and it'll work. They don't tell you that. I accidentally figured that out. So if you're new to Apple TV, just know that you need to.
Good to know.
Anyway, but it's worth it. $4.99 a month, and I have been it's been awesome.
Cool.
Ted Lasso, the morning show. Very quickly, I swear to God, I'll be done in a second. Jennifer Aniston is one of the most underrated actresses in this world, and she is crushing it and acting her face off in this show. She's not entirely likable, which is obviously against type, and she's so good. Reese Witherspoon is incredible.
I love Reese Witherspoon too.
And the storyline is it's fantastic. It's wonderful. Watch them.
Okay,
excellent. I'm done. Sorry.
So my favorite thing is not quite as involved. So you guys know.
I'm talking as long as this.
I am brand loyal to Elf. Eyes, lips, and face. Drugstore cosmetics.
Ooh,
love them. This is calming oil.
Oh.
Facial mist.
Oh.
It's lavender infused oil. And so my skin gets really angry. So when I go home, like when I get out of here, I'm going to go home, take off all my makeup, and I spray this on. And it literally calms everything down. So before you put on your moisturizer or if like during the day, you just are like, my skin hot, my face is hot.
And clean skin, I'm assuming, not like over makeup.
This says you could do it over makeup too. Anytime you need a little calming, I always do it on clean skin.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could keep this in the fridge, but I know I want to use it because I'm not going to get up, go to the fridge, and bring it out. In the fridge, I think this would be delicious. I think I'm going to get another one for my desk drawer in my office. Awesome. They have a bunch of different kinds. They have, I think, one that wakes you up. They have a couple different, but it's Elf calming spray, and it's got lavender infused oil in it, and I think it's $6, and it's amazing.
I love them.
Yeah, I do too.
I love them. Are they? I know they're cruelty free. Are they clean products? Do you know?
Yeah,
they are.
Yeah.
No artificial this, that, and the other.
Nope. I believe they're vegan, and I know they're cruelty free, but I believe they're vegan. Cool. And if they aren't, then for sure the one that I talked about, the eyebrow pencil, PYT, that one is for sure. Okay.
Well, what I'm noticing in my pursuit of finding new beauty products that are cruelty free and vegan and clean, a product can be vegan but not necessarily clean, which means it might not use a bunch of animal products, but it could still have a bunch of other chemicals. Right. So
I'm not sure that they're chemical free, but
that's okay.
I love their stuff, and it's super affordable, and they have sales all the time.
I'm a fan too. I use their foundation. Love their foundation.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called because all the wording is rubbed off.
It comes off, yeah. But and Target sells it. If you don't, or Walmart sells it, so if you don't want to try it, but I think over $25 it's free shipping all the time. And they have a beauty bonus program where if you become a beauty and you get points, it's like, cool. I've got, every time I get some sort of free gift, every time I shop there, so.
Love it.
Yeah. Elf, ELF, Eyes, Lips, Face. And they're in America. They're all American.
I love
products.
that too.
It's New Jersey.
Jersey. Go Jersey.
If you call the helpline, I had to call one time. And so funny. Yeah, this is Elf. How may I help you? It was great.
It's
awesome. Great. This is Trish, whom I have the pleasure of speaking to. Yeah, it was great.
That's like the one time, I swear, this is going to be a short story. I swear it's going to be a short story. But when I was out of college and doing my first job, I had to call these churches in Ann Arbor where I worked for a distribution company. And we distributed a lot of choral music. So we were doing a conference up there. So my job was to call all the churches and try to sign up the music directors for our conference. And first of all, every church in Michigan is the First United Methodist, every single one. So I called up and it was all day long, First United Methodist Church.
How may I help you?
How
This
may
is
I help
Gladys. I'd be so happy to help you.
This is Patty, First United Methodist Church. And then I could have transcribed the melody of their voice because it was exactly the same every time. But anyway, it was so cute. That's all.
Thank you guys so much for joining us. And yeah, we didn't have notes. You can see how we go off when we don't have notes.
How we do, yeah.
But thank you so much for watching us.
Yes, thank you.
And please tell us what you feel about fat suits, about anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, engage with us.
How you feel about abused veterans being abused by news
and if
people.
there are any of you out there who are pro abusing veterans,
you suck and don't watch our show. We don't want you.
We rebuke you
in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. Tell us also what you feel about the recall. If you're a Californian, we're okay. We understand a lot of people were disheartened.
Didn't agree with it.
Right. I swear.
I know.
I haven't had any more than this, but I'm tired and loopy. But it's been a week.
If you see me keep looking out there, I'm parked illegally, so I'm just trying to make sure I don't get a $50 ticket for sitting in here.
Yes. Anyway, that is all, you guys.
Stay safe, stay sane,
and healthy and hopeful.
Thank you so much, guys.